Okay, hi everyone. Yes, you are. So, so I passed out of Madan Mohan Malvi in 2019 when my branch was computer science. While there, I was a member at Ed Board at CES, and now I am a first year student at IIM Indore. So right now we are in the phase of our summer internships, and I'm interning with L'Oreal currently. And I have 9 to 5 as my office timings, but there's work all around the day, so there's no specific timing when you're working from home. So I'll just start with the questions straight away because there are a lot of questions and I want to cover most of them. So the first one that I'm picking up is which books are good for cracking GMAT exam, and is there any difference in the study material for GMAT and CAT? So I'm not the right person to ask for GMAT books because I have not given GMAT. But as far as GMAT and CAT differences are concerned, they are two very different exams. So GMAT has a very tough English part. For CAT, the quant and LRDI part is very, very tough. So they are very different. GMAT's entire preparation cycle is different. CAT is totally different. So if you are looking for a way in which you can cover both the exams, I think you can start preparing for CAT and then go on to improve your verbal for GMAT. But for CAT, you have to work really hard for LRDI. Then which is better, to take a drop or to continue with job? See, for drop, I'll advise you one thing: don't take a year drop, like a year drop there's present in your CV that you did not do anything for 1 year. That is very, very negative. It does affect your IIM interviews, to answer the second part of the question. So what happens is, if you are sitting in an interview, maybe they'll grill you for 5 minutes at what did you do, and you can say stuff like I was doing this internship and I was doing that, and maybe after 5 or 10 minutes they will let go of that topic, but it is a negative point. The main part comes when you enter your B school and you are sitting for your summer internships. वहाँ पे आपकी CV से you are shortlisted. So what happens is, अगर आपकी CV में gap है, I have friends जिनको अच्छी shortlist नहीं आई just because of the fact that they had gaps in their CV, and otherwise उनका academic overall was very, very nice. They're not good if you are looking for a good summer internship, which then goes on to affect your final placement. So summer internships are very important MBA में. मतलब अपना engineering जैसा नहीं है कि you go and get a fake certificate. So that does not work over here. It is very important. So it is better that you prepare with a job, because if you are not taking up a job, it does not go well for your interviews as well as for your summers आगे. Best way of preparation and how to manage stress. So the best way of preparation, I would say, is that you give importance तीनों subject को, not equally. Later on you will realize that you are very good at one or two subjects. Those subjects वो आपकी strength होंगे, and that is where you have to develop a stronghold. कि even if supposedly मेरे case में it was verbal, so if I think कि verbal में कोई बहुत tough भी section आ गया, I would still be able to score 97 to 98 percentile. तो ऐसे at least एक section होना चाहिए. Then you will also identify कि तुम्हारा weakness क्या है, कौन सा subject है. In my case I thought it was LRDI, जो कि maximum लोगों के साथ होता है. LRDI is really tough. So studying तीनों subjects को equally time दो. Every day give some part of your day to all the three subjects. I would start with verbal in the morning, फिर quant, फिर LR. कोई भी दिन ऐसा नहीं आना चाहिए जिसमें कि एक सब्जेक्ट से आपका बिल्कुल गैप छूट गया. नाउ LR थोड़ा इरिटेटिंग होता है, तो इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल कि आप रोज़ लेके बैठो, आप डिमोटिवेट हो जाते हो बीच बीच में. सो फॉर दैट व्हाट यू कैन डू इज़ दैट एटलीस्ट 5 days a week मेक श्योर कि यू आर डूइंग LR एंड यू आर डूइंग इट प्रॉपर फॉर 2 hours and so. And the best way to manage stress, see, मेरे केस में हुआ था that I got placed very early in about July. तो उससे बहुत हेल्प मिली थी. वाई? बिकॉज व्हेन आई वाज गिविंग माई एग्ज़ाम ऐसा नहीं लग रहा था कि इफ़ दिस डज़ नॉट हैपन मेरे पास कुछ नहीं है. सो ये अगर दिमाग में आएगा तो स्ट्रेस होगा, एंड दैट इज़ व्हेन द प्रॉब्लम बिगिंस. आप LR का क्वेश्चन कर रहे हो एंड आप अटक गए, एंड देन यू थिंक कि ये परसेंटाइल गया, एलआर में परसेंटाइल गया तो कैट में परसेंटाइल गया. सो डोंट लेट दैट डोमिनो इफेक्ट कम इन. फर्स्ट स्टेप ही होना चाहिए कि नहीं हुआ तो नेक्स्ट ईयर you can always take a job for 1 year, then prepare again and give. I have people, friends, जिन्होंने 3 बार कैट दिया है and now they are doing internships at Amazon, Walmart. So everyone is equal now. So उसका stress को manage करने का the best way is to understand that this is not the end. You should have a job to depend on preferably. पर सबके पास नहीं होता. मेरी किस्मत अच्छी थी in my case that कंपनी पहले आ गई, I got placed earlier. तो वो सबके साथ नहीं होगा obviously. So just know कि अगर नहीं भी हुआ इस साल तो आई हैव नेक्स्ट ईयर. यू आर इन फाइनल ईयर राघव, राइट? सो इट डज नॉट मैटर अगर तुम्हारा नहीं भी हुआ कैट में इस साल, अच्छा परसेंटाइल नहीं आया. यू हैव अदर थिंग्स टू डू. तो स्ट्रेस के लिए तो मेन चीज़ है. एंड प्रिपरेशन स्ट्रैटेजी इन द एंड 5 minutes बिफोर आई एंड द वीडियो आई विल टेल यू माई डेली शेड्यूल जो था. मे बी इट वुड नॉट वर्क फॉर एवरी वन. वॉज अ प्रिटी गुड स्ट्रैटेजी. सो मे बी यू कैन हैव अ लुक एट इट. Then which is the best test series and how many mocks are required? Test series, I think time, because time mein there are a lot of people, time and I of time, and then a few from the IMS thing. And I think time is good because firstly there is a large base of population जो time की test series दे रहे होते हैं. It is better to have a test series in which many people are already participating, because it is a little bit better if you have about 15,000 to 20,000 people giving the exam. अगर आपका 99 percentile आए किसी चीज़ में with 20,000 people giving the exam, you should then be happy with it. But अगर 400 लोग percentile या कुछ भी अपने आप को measure करना, that does not happen properly. So it's better that you take a series that's quite popular. I swear by time. I found time very helpful test series के मामले में. And the of mocks, there is no limit to it. There is no thing कि it is nothing like enough mocks. आपका 90% of the preparation happens through mocks. Finish and you will realize kinds of questions जो आपने no matter what source you pick up. So mocks I gave about 40, but just give as many as you can. उसके लिए क्या है कि जितनी जल्दी आप syllabus ख़त्म करोगे, the quicker you can move on to the mock part. So just finish your course max to max by July. There's not many topics to be covered. You will be over with. Sorry, there was some problem with my net. So yeah, in 1 or 2 months CAT का पूरा कोर्स ओवर हो जाता है. So just get done with it and start giving mocks. टाइम का दो, then उसके बाद IMS का भी दो, but I'll suggest to start with time. Then can you suggest some resources for practicing DILR? So I guess you would be doing some sort of coaching या कुछ भी wherever you are picking it. Just I don't know अरुण शर्मा अब अपडेट हुई हो कि नहीं, but when I was studying, अरुण शर्मा does not have the kind of questions, especially DILR में, that come for CAT. They are very very different. So don't use Arun Sharma. I don't know if it's updated now, so maybe the content is different. But back when I was studying, it had really simple questions or really really tough questions, but not the kind of questions that CAT has. So for that, I got questions from my friends, and my sister was preparing for CAT, so I got questions from her. DILR के साथ एक है that just give it 2 hours for 5 days every week, and for that you can pick up questions from previous year CAT के papers. And online, see, बहुत सारी CAT की coachings चलती हैं online, and उनके pages होते हैं. So what I used to do it, of course you cannot buy the packages for all of them, but they keep on updating some questions कि I am updating a DILR set for open for everyone. Just be so open to DILR questions कि जहाँ एक DILR का question लिखा, you sit and you start solving it. Then time के sectionals were good. They were good when it comes to the quality of questions. Time के mocks were good. So DILR के लिए sources mocks हो गए, sectionals हो गए. किसी भी ऑनलाइन कोचिंग का पेज फॉलो कर लो, उस पे जो क्वेश्चंस पोस्ट होते हैं उनको कवर कर लो. देर आर मैनी सोर्सेज, यू शुड जस्ट बी ओपन टू ग्रैब जहाँ से भी कोई भी DILR का क्वेश्चन है. ओके, एंड इम्प्रूव स्कोर इन VARC एंड DILRC. VARC के साथ यू डोंट हैव टू गिव अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. ऐसा नहीं होगा दैट यू हैव टू give 2 hours every day to VARC too. VARC I used to give half an hour every day, beginning of my day, so that I'm done with VARC every day. So what I used to do it, before even I started doing quant or anything else DILR, I used to sit with a RC and 10 to 15 VA questions every day. तो ये cover हो जाता था 30 minutes में around. See, you should be able to cover one RC and 10 to 15 VA questions in 30 minutes, because that is a problem. अगर नहीं हो रहा है तो इससे बहुत ज़्यादा number of RC questions and VA questions होंगे CAT में. So every day just give half an hour to VA. Just make it a rule. It really worked out well for me. I would start every day with this and मेरा दिमाग इतना fresh रहता था when I used to approach an RC, and the same thing happened when I sat for CAT 2019. So VA is always the first section, right? So you open the section, you approach it with a very fresh mind. So VA just give a half an hour daily, and DI 2 hours, 5 days for a week. I'm not saying that this is like a foolproof approach, but then this is how I used to study. What makes the CAT exam different from all other exams? All other as in देखो GATE से इसलिए different है. GATE is extensive syllabus wise. It has a lot of syllabus. CAT में syllabus उतना नहीं, you can cover it in 2 months, right? CAT में I think किसी भी exam ज़्यादा scope of जुगाड़ है. I used to check questions by options quant में, and I even did it in the official paper. जो भी options हैं उनको use करके options eliminate करना. So that is really helpful. You'll sit and give mocks, and you will realize that CAT is different from other exams because it's a little easier as compared to them. It's not easy if you are not ready to give mocks. Mocks make it very very easy because आपको पता चल जाएगा अच्छा ये XYZ टाइप का क्वेश्चन है, इसमें मुझे यही स्ट्रैटेजी लगानी है, एंड देन योर माइंड विल जस्ट गेट यूज टू इट. एंड गेट वगैरह से इट इज़ वेरी वेरी डिफरेंट. How is one supposed to prepare as per the difficulty level? So obviously it's tough because of the number of people that give the exam. इतना ज़्यादा population exam दे रही है जो मतलब it is growing every year, and thus it becomes difficult to come in the 99th percentile या 98th percentile या 97th percentile. It does become difficult. So main problem population की है. अब you have to remember that while giving the exam everyone is under the same kind of stress. Okay, so for the difficulty level only practicing would help. Practice as much as you can through mocks. I'm repeating the mock part again and again because लोगों को लगता है कि वो सिलेबस ख़त्म कर लेंगे और फिर सिलेबस रिवाइज़ कर लेंगे और फिर एक और बार सिलेबस रिवाइज़ कर लेंगे तो they'll end up scoring a good percentile, but it does not work that way. Syllabus cover करना is like 10% of the part of your preparation. After that comes your mocks जो कि आपका 90% है for your preparation. So for the difficulty level just keep on practicing questions, keep on giving mocks. What are the important topics and strategies for CAT? See, important topics I gave CAT about 1 year ago, so I don't have a list, but you will realize last year के papers देख के while I was giving the mock, I think time, speed, distance, time and work, all these were important, but I think the trend changes every year. So while it changes every year, you have to analyze the papers, not just the mocks but the papers too. So in that way you can find out कि कौन से subject का basically topic important है, but if you are asking कि यही 4-5 हैं जो सबसे ज़्यादा important है, is nothing like that, सब cover करना पड़ेगा. You can always, I figured out in my case that PNC probability ये सब थोड़ा कम आता है for my year. I'm saying this, so I let them go very lightly कि हाँ ठीक है हल्का हल्का पढ़कर छोड़ दिया. But then when I sat for the exam there were a lot of questions from PNC probability, so I'm not very good at guessing that, and don't try to guess कि ये topic छोड़ देते हैं, इससे नहीं आएगा. You should be good enough in all the topics इतना कि अगर उससे easy question आए then at least you can attempt, like if you don't know probability. But अगर probability का ऐसा question आ रहा है जो एक formula लगाने से हो जाएगा, you don't want to skip that. So you have to be well versed with the formulas. Easy questions तो हो जाएं कम से कम, because those are the questions that make your percentile. Is MBA worth for what must be the safe percentile to get into any IIM? Now that is very subjective, because see, कोई भी IIM हर साल एडमिशन क्राइटेरिया चेंज करता है. सो इफ़ आई से दैट for IIM Indore or for IIM ABC you bring these many percentile, they change the whole thing the next year. So it changes. The best thing that you can do is read out kind of things that they give out ki ab ki baar itna we are giving weightage to CAT and stuff. So CAT weightage पे बहुत कुछ depend करता है, but if you are saying कि the number of IIM calls, just get 99 plus, you will get as many calls as you want. But yeah, 98 plus is a good percentile. You will get calls from colleges like NEET, and agar percentile 99 plus ho jata hai, then FMS, MDI. So it depends upon what you are saying, and you are from third year, right? So right? Just focus on the preparation part. Done with CAT, exam हो जाता है, you get back to your house, then you start researching percentile के बारे में. Because if you, some of my friends, they thought कि 95 percentile लाना है या 99 percentile लाना है, it didn't work out well. Because अगर आप exam देने बैठ रहे हो and you have this thing ringing in your head that मुझे 95 लाना, मुझे 95 लाना या मुझे 99 लाना है, it creates a lot of unnecessary pressure. So उतना research मत करो कि कितने percentile पे क्या call आएगी, क्या होगा, क्योंकि it will help you in no way. It will just make you nervous, and you just aim for whatever you can do your best. From my mocks I assumed that I'll get 98 around, and when I came back I was very unhappy because I thought that I could have done better. So you'll never be satisfied. Even if you end up getting 99, you will think ki I could have gotten more. So that is a very subjective thing. Then is MBA worth for, MBA worth for after pursuing aerospace engineering? We have so many people from so many backgrounds. कोई media से, कोई art से. There are people who are doctors in my batch. So MBA is, if you are interested in management, and if you are interested in the kind of work that one does after MBA, if you have aerospace engineering, it's really good for you, because the more diverse your background is. There, computer science engineers like me are lying every third seat in my class. There are people like me. The more diverse your branch is, the more diverse your course is, the better it would be for you. Also, preference would be given to you. I don't know for engineering it works that way or not, but all over I'm talking about if you are come from some field like PhD and other. There's so many kinds of people in my class. So aerospace engineering, it does not become any factor. There are civil engineers, and yes, when it comes to shortlist, it is a little tough. It's easier for people with backgrounds like computer science, but then it will not hinder MBA का process या MBA के बाद placement, because MBA basically means that you are leaving that background behind and now you are going for something very different. Computer science or EC or electrical, nothing is involved over here. So it is totally worth it if you are interested, irrespective of the graduation if you have done. Would you tell us about your journey of CAT preparation and also give some tip on the interview preparation? So journey, I was confused like most of you. In first year I thought I will be a software developer. In second year I thought that I am now going to work for GRE, and third year में mid तक I realized कि GRE तो नहीं हो पाएगा. So then I started thinking, let's code again, let's do this, let's do that. It was right after third year. See, I like doing this kind of stuff, management, and the kind of, I studied about MBA because I was so confused. And one thing, I did not tell anyone in my family except my sister that I'm preparing for CAT, because I did not want them to have hopes from me. And it did help me while I was giving the exam. I did not have to think what my father would say. So the thing was that I thought कि अब ये करेंगे वो करेंगे, but in the end you will know only about a certain kind of job when you read about the people who are doing it. Supposedly, when I was taking decision whether I want to do CAT, prepare for it or not, I started reading about the kind of work that people do after MBA. So I told my sister I want to talk to a few people, and we talked, and you'll realize कि जो हम लोग इंजीनियरिंग के टाइम या कॉलेज में बैठ के सोचते हैं कि अ पर्टिकुलर जॉब मीन्स दिस, वो उससे बहुत डिफरेंट होती है. सो टॉक टू पीपल एंड रियलाइज कि वेयर एग्जैक्टली यू वांट टू गो आफ्टर योर फाइनल ईयर. So then I decided May around I started preparing seriously. I won't say कि कभी बुक्स को हाथ ही नहीं लगाया उसके पहले. I had books and उनको कभी कभी लेके थर्ड ईयर में I used to do a little bit of quant. Then verbal, I think that I've done a lot of reading and stuff, so I had a little bit of advantage for verbal case. But I think proper preparation May से start करी, and then July August around I started giving mocks, which was a mistake. You should start giving mocks way earlier. It would be better. And interview preparation, I'll just sum up in the last interview preparation के लिए क्या करना है. VARC, if vocab is not good, so you are from second year, so vocab is not a problem when it comes to VARC. See, I was very proud of my vocab, but जब वो words वाले question आते हैं ना CAT में, I was not able to do single one of them because they are so tough that you and a lot of people with you won't be able to do it. And there was a friend of mine who used to say that, wow, your English, and he said that I have a very humble background in English. I never scored good marks in English, so I won't be able to score good in verbal. And he ended up scoring way more than me when it came to the official CAT exam. Because if you see CAT में English part is not about vocabulary, it is more about comprehension. So if you can sit and comprehend a line properly, comprehend paragraphs properly, vocabulary, or in any way, जैसे GRE या GMAT में you have to learn thousands of words, you memorize them. That is not a part of CAT preparation. You should know how to comprehend a line. You should know that if a line is written, what is it saying, and their vocabulary has no use. So उसके लिए एकदम परेशान होने की ज़रूरत नहीं. You can always practice RC and improve it. अगर vocabulary dependent होता, then you would have to memorize stuff, right? But here it does not work that way. So you will be fine if you start practicing. And अभी second year है, so you can chill a little. I'm confused between GATE and CAT. What should I do? They are very, very different. Very different. See, I know what you're thinking. I did the same thing when I was in second year. I judged by examinations. I thought कि GATE दें कि CAT दें. ठीक है? What will work out for you is if you start thinking कि MBA करना है या MS करना है. That why? Because अभी तुम गेट और कैट में अगर कंफ्यूज हो, यू आर थिंकिंग कि सिलेबस किसका अच्छा है, या मैं अगर पढ़ूंगा तो दोनों चीज़ें कवर हो जाएंगी, गेट का भी सिलेबस कवर हो जाएगा, कैट का भी कवर हो जाएगा. सो डू वन थिंग, जस्ट स्टार्ट थिंकिंग कि MBA के फील्ड में जाना है कि MS के फील्ड में जाना है, एंड देन फ्रॉम दैट स्टार्ट डिसाइडिंग कि कौन सा एग्ज़ाम देना. बिकॉज एग्ज़ाम से यू डोंट मेक आउट अ पाथ फॉर योर करियर कि मेरी इंग्लिश और क्वांट अच्छी है इसलिए आई विल डू MBA. No, I want to do MBA, इसलिए I'll work on my English and Quant and LR, and then I'll give CAT. What according to you are the benefits of pursuing MBA from India rather than giving GMAT and going abroad? For me, it was financial. MBA from a foreign university is very, very costly. For interview, Anshika, I'll just wrap it up in the last. So MBA from a foreign university is very costly. Then I don't want to go outside and study exactly. I'm fine with sitting in India and studying. But then if you see GMAT में, the main thing is that also you require work ex, right? You cannot just do it after your engineering. And I knew that I wanted to do MBA. If अगर मेरा 2 साल में नहीं होता, कैट में नहीं आता परसेंटाइल, देन maybe I would have gone for GMAT too. There's no line that you can draw. Both of them are MBA courses. Of course, GMAT gives you a lot of better options. You can go to very reputed universities. but then there's the financial constraint plus the WorkX minimum requirement constraint. How to develop good speaking skills? Just keep on speaking English. See, good speaking skills, let me tell you, इंटरव्यू में तो उतना खास कोई प्रॉब्लम तुम्हें नहीं होगी इफ़ यू डोंट हैव गुड स्पीकिंग स्किल्स, एज लॉन्ग एज यू आर एबल टू maybe you can take some time, but you should be able to express yourself. But for that I will suggest that you start practicing speaking in English, if not to anyone else. For my interviews, what I used to do is that I stand in front of the mirror and I speak to my own self for 15 minutes non-stop in English. Because maybe others can judge you, you won't judge yourself, right? So मिरर के सामने खड़े हो जाओ एंड जस्ट स्टार्ट स्पीकिंग इन इंग्लिश. यू विल रियलाइज़ कि तुम्हारी प्रॉब्लम क्या है. कुछ लोगों की प्रॉब्लम स्पीड होती है. मेरे साथ प्रॉब्लम ये थी, आई यूज़ टू स्पीक रियली फास्ट. आई यूज़ टू स्पीक एज इफ somebody had given me some sort of challenge to finish a line in 5 seconds. So that I realized by doing two things. First, standing in front of the mirror and speaking. Second, recording and listening to myself speaking. So this, a friend of mine recommended me to do before the interview, that you record yourself speaking and then listen to what you sound like. Do you sound like something is weird or do you sound fine? So just do that, just practice with your own self and then become confident enough to practice it with other people. Because I know कि एकदम से I am also from the same college. So if लोग कोई बैठे हुए हैं एकदम से you start speaking in English, सब हिंदी में बात कर रहे हैं, it is a little weird. So just start with yourself, then with others. What are this? From the comment section I can read a question. Scope after one has done MBA. So there is a huge variety of fields you can go to. I never realized before entering MBA, but I realized afterwards that marketing, finance जो हम लोग सुनते हैं, they are very very basic ones. उसके अलावा marketing itself में बहुत सारी सब branches होती हैं, qualitative, quantitative. So you will realize that there are broader sections and then there are finer sections within them. So उसके अंदर तो बहुत ज़्यादा fields हैं where you can go. But for the time being, you can understand that first year में सबको same subjects पढ़ने होते हैं, right? For MBA, there you can judge कि आपको क्या लेना है. As far as the scope, if you are asking salary wise कि the kind of job you will get and stuff, I'll tell you one thing, that कोई भी college आपको ऐसा guarantee नहीं कर सकता world में कि you will earn a particular salary. But yeah, MBA के बाद you will have to basically manage people and stuff. You will not have to for my internship also I have been given the task of working on a website. So I thought before joining that SEO implement और ये सब करना होगा. When I entered the project, I understood that I have to make people work. I have to decide what they have to do. So the scope is that you will go into a lot of places where you will plan, where you will be the one making decisions and then forwarding it to other people who will follow you. So it does sound like fun, but it is not. I mean, it's stressful because if something goes wrong, people will come after you. So how do you balance between coding and CAT preparation, and what was your strategy? I could not balance between coding and CAT preparation. Coding is tough and I got frustrated when I started coding. अगर एक error आ जाता था, एक semicolon का, I used to sit for hours and it was very frustrating. But yes, अगर computer science है India, you should know coding enough to get a. For that level of coding, abhi you are in second year, so that's a good time to ask that question. You can work on your coding till third year, and that is what I did. I was not a very good coder. Definitely I'm doing MBA, so I was not a good coder. But I knew कि एक basic level of computer science या basic level of your engineering subjects should be known to you. So when you are in second year, study for your subjects right now. Build a great CGPA. Get it above 8.5 if you can. Above 9 if you can, but it's very tough, I know. But get it above 8. Just study your coding, your engineering के subjects. वो भी CAT की preparation का part है. बिकॉज आपका शॉर्ट लिस्टिंग डिपेंड करता है ऑन योर ग्रेजुएशन स्कोर. सो जस्ट study coding for now on, and CAT preparation you can do in your final year or third year के mid से. Third year mid से start your CAT preparation. I'm just telling you to start early so that you can give a lot of mocks, but second year is like definitely for your engineering subjects. Then what should be one's mindset in order to tackle the VARC and comprehension part? Okay, VARC में mindset ये होना चाहिए that right now while studying, how much can you reduce your time when it comes to RC? Abhi, if you are doing an RC today in 15 minutes, can the next time you do it in 10 minutes? Because see, VARC mein, of course with accuracy, so mindset should be speed with accuracy. That should be your mindset for the whole CAT paper though. But for VARC, it should be like, you know, you are doing it daily firstly. Like I said, half an hour every day, please, every day. If you have a bad vocabulary, 1 hour every day, because vocabulary doesn't matter although, but even if you are someone who is not confident at all about your English, then 1 hour. So that just make a rule that you will practice VRC for half an hour or 1 hour every day. And for mindset, calm, you have to stay calm, because you know, you read a passage and then you think क्वेश्चन पे जाके मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा कि क्या पढ़ा था इसमें, इट्स यूजलेस, ऑल टाइम ऑफ योर्स इज वेस्टेड, देन you'd have to go back again. So yes, just understanding the passage while you are reading it in the very first time. People read the passage twice or thrice. I made a point that the first time that I read a passage, I know that key pointers क्या है, you know, so at least when I see the question, I know which paragraph to get back to. Don't skim through the passage, understand it. Okay. Then how much role does graduation marks and high school and intermediate result play in getting calls from any of the IIMs? It does play a pretty huge part, because अगर तुम मतलब IIMs की official websites देखोगे, then you will understand that most of them have started giving a lot of weightage to your 10th and 12th marks. But see, if you get a good enough percentile, if you have 89% or 85% in 10th or 12th, but you end up getting 99 plus, who can stop you from getting to a good college? See, there are colleges which I don't know you are familiar with or not. MDI, FMS, you are in second year, so I don't know whether you are familiar or not, but these are great colleges too. And for that, you just and in second year and in first year we just know IIMs and just these famous colleges, but NDI, FMS, NEET, these are great colleges. And you know, I knew for a matter of fact that some of them give less weightage to your 10th, 12th marks. So if you're interested in doing MBA, just start studying for CAT. ऐसा नहीं है that your graduation marks will stop you from getting into a great college. If you are meant to get into a great college, you will get into it, and there's nobody that can stop you from doing that. That being said, IIMs की call और काफ़ी colleges की calls में dependent तो है ही आपके 10th और 12th के percentage पर. What makes a difference between someone getting 93, 95 percentile and someone getting 98, 99 percentile? 2 to 3 things. Firstly, your luck. You have to be lucky on the day of the exam, because you don't know. I have seen people जिनके mocks में 99, 98, 97 आ रहे हैं, and then they give CAT and you know they get a 93. So did they not know stuff? They knew, but it was not their day maybe. So firstly is luck, but then secondly is that a person जिसने 93, 95 आए हैं, he or she was also well versed with every concept. तो of course उसे भी आता था, but 98, 99 वाले को edge यहाँ मिली that maybe there were questions जो 93, 95 वाला समझ नहीं पाया कि easy है या doable है. See, tough questions एग्जाम के प्रेशर में बहुत कम लोग जो ब्रिलियंट एकदम होते हैं वही कर पाते हैं. बट योर जजमेंट, लुकिंग एट अ क्वेश्चन एंड अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि हाँ ये इस वक्त हो सकता है, आई शुड अटेम्प्ट इट, दैट जजमेंट शुड बी नाइस, इट शुड बी वेरी एप्ट. वो आएगी इफ़ यू कीप ऑन गिविंग मॉक्स. सो आई थिंक मॉक्स प्ले अ ह्यूज पार्ट इन क्रिएटिंग दिस डिफरेंस. एंड देन जजमेंट ऑफ क्वेश्चन, शुड आई पिक अप अ पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन और नॉट, एंड इफ आई पिक अप द क्वेश्चन, how much time would it take? Like quant में in my time when I gave CAT in 2018 sorry, I was only able to do 12 questions and I came home and I was crying कि 12 क्वेश्चन करके आए इतना quant पढ़ने के बाद ये है वो है. And you know, when the result came, I scored 96% in quant with 12 questions. So judgment important hai. I think I could have done 2 to 3 more questions if I would have not been so sad while doing those questions and so demotivated. So don't get demotivated. A question that's tough for you is tough for everyone. So just that calmness comes by more and more mocks. आप दोगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि अच्छा ये क्वेश्चन मुझे टफ लग रहा है, ये तो मॉक में भी इतना टफ नहीं आता था, ये सबके लिए टफ होगा. So I think that's where the difference comes from. Fixed pattern for preparation of CAT. There's no fixed pattern, but yes, you can always have your own timetable. So for my timetable, I'll tell it now. So subha half an hour I used to do VARC. Then every day 2 hours quant, because quant syllabus is relatively more, and 2 hours of DILR, like I said previously, be 5 days a week. See, DILR is very irritating. Don't subject yourself to that torture every day of the week. It is fine if you know someday you feel कि आज नहीं हो पाएगा DILR. And does FMS give weightage to graduation marks? See, I don't know कि अब from the comment section, I don't know अब क्या चल रहा है, ठीक है. The year that I gave my exam, I just know that I could not get a call from them because of some weightage thing that they do. So I'm not very familiar कि अब क्या चल रहा है. You'll have to check the official website and prepare for CAT by self or coaching. See, you need someone for DILR. I'll be very clear. DILR खुद से करना is tough because you don't have the kind of questions, and then you need someone for quant matrix. So I preferred online coaching. Online coaching is great because वो बहुत ज़्यादा time नहीं लेगी, and I think online coaching works fine. So my offline coaching takes a lot of time and space in your life. What should I do to get top IIM? Although my first semester CGPA is 7.17, intermediate is 83.4 and metric is 91%. See, अभी तो first semester का ही result आया है. Why are you getting demotivated? See, अभी first semester तो is very very early to get anxious about anything. You can still boost up your CGPA, right? It is definite that अगर तुम second year से भी start कर दो पढ़ना, then you can boost up your CGPA. Then your 91% is great. Even 83.4 is not that bad. See, if you are able to score a CGPA of about 8 or 9, I won't say because it's very tough, but अगर आप 8.5 and all तक ले जा रहे हो, then it's great. It wouldn't matter much. इतना ज़्यादा anxious होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है from so early on. Just, but yeah, focus on your graduation marks. अगर better हो जाएगा तो you know it will be easier for you. For me, मेरा 998 profile था. 998 profile means that 90% above in 10th and 12th, and then 8 point something was my CGPA for BTech. So getting calls was easier. But yeah, अभी you can improve your CGPA, right? इतना जल्दी डरने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, and the other 2 percentages are fine. You can work with them for CAT. When should you start preparing for CAT? Third year mid, I guess. Third year mid would be the apt time. I got late and I had some background in actually I love solving puzzles a little bit. So I thought that I had some background with LRDI. Then too, when I picked it up for the first time, I had my brains blown out. It was so tough. So third year mid. And then better colleges and IIMs, yes, it depends upon the IIM that you're talking about. If IIM Ahmedabad, I don't know. But if you're talking about IIM Indore, yes, there are better colleges in IIM Indore. There are great colleges like FMS, MDI. You are in first year, so I don't think that maybe you would be knowing about them. Then there's XLRI. There are great colleges. So when you will approach doing your MBA, you will get to know about them. Dhime dhime, as you get yourself involved in communities like Pagal Guy and all, when you will start giving your mocks, you will get used to all this information. Which year should start preparing from? I told that. And practice book. See, quant के लिए just pick up any book and start doing it. Arun Sharma मत उठाना DILR के लिए. DILR I would prefer you to, if you don't have anything at all, then start with the previous year CAT के questions. But then you will have to take up some study source. ऐसे खुद से सारे subjects नहीं हो पाएंगे. What strategy one must follow regularly to qualify for CAT and the best study material? See, there's no such thing as best study material, because especially I have not studied using all the study material, so I don't know the best one. Just pick up one of them and get so well versed with it कि अगर उस type का कोई question आए, at least you are able to do it without any troubles, right? So if you supposedly pick up time, then time में जितने kind of questions हैं, you should be able to do each of them when you come and give CAT. So just pick up any one of them and regularly follow करने वाली strategy DILR daily. I have already said that, verbal daily, DILR also. See, and also I'm saying that this is something that worked for me. जैसे जैसे आप लोग पढ़ोगे, you realize that सबके लिए strategies जो work करती हैं, they are different. So just be open to changes. ये मत सोचना कि verbal roast करना ही करना है. If you think that you are someone जो एक दिन में 2 घंटा करके अगले 3 दिन या 4 दिन नहीं चाहता है, then it's okay, it might work for you. How and when did you start your preparation for CAT? I started final year के पहले जो summer break होता है उसमें. How much different is the syllabus of CAT and GATE? It is there's no link between the syllabus of CAT and GATE. GATE is your all the engineering subjects. CAT is quant, LRDI, verbal, जो आपकी engineering में कहीं से भी involved नहीं है. GATE and CAT are very 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 different. Syllabus wise be very different. Why don't people pursue BBA rather than BTech if they want to go for MBA? Is there benefit of it? Because we don't know in class 12 that we want to do MBA, right? So if I'm a student of class 12 and you tell me that you want to do BBA or BTech, I'll say BTech, because it opens a lot more options than that. And I don't know about all colleges, but I think that it is easier for a BTech graduate to get a job, right? I'm not saying that I'm an expert on this subject, but I'll say that I won't choose BBA even if somebody comes to the version of me in class 12th and tells me that madam आप 12th के आप जो है engineering के बाद MBA करने वाले हो, you should choose BBA. Even then I'll choose BTech, because I think BTech gives you an option, a lot of options. It just opens up things for you. And to answer your other part ki is there any advantage, I don't know. Even after putting up everything diversity ke liye and all, there's still 90%, not 90 but 75% of the people in my class are engineers. So I don't know what is the advantage, but maybe we learn how to do smart work. हम लोग को जुगाड़ and stuff आ जाता है. Then there's a question in the comment. There's a batchmate of mine and he had got a call from TIS Maharashtra, but he's eager to go for GMAT. See, TIS, I don't know which course he got a call from. So वहाँ पे बहुत सारे courses हैं. You should look into the study material जो भी TIS में है उस course के अंदर. Like batchmate of mine, Manisha, is doing a course in regulatory governance. There are several courses TIS में. तो just go through the whole thing. Syllabus अगर अच्छा लगे then join TIS. अगर उस field में, TIS is a very reputed college, so if अगर उस field में you are interested then go. But if you are sure कि मतलब उस field में बिल्कुल ही interest नहीं है and you are sure that you want to do GMAT, then obviously there is no point of going there. What is the best time to start preparing for CAT? Should I prepare it during college or take 1 year drop after college? Drop लेना है तो fill it up with internships and stuff. जस्ट डू एनीथिंग. अगर ड्रॉप लेना है तो फिल इट अप विथ इन योर CV किसी भी तरीके से, कोई भी स्ट्रैटेजी लगा के, इंटर्नशिप. डोंट डू कोर्सेरा के कोर्सेज दैट डोंट काउंट. बट येस, आई वुड से इट्स बेटर टू प्रिपेयर विद कॉलेज, बिकॉज यू नो कॉलेज में उतना स्ट्रेस नहीं होता है. यू आर इन योर फाइनल ईयर एंड इट्स ऑल चिल, एंड उधर फेयरवेल चल रहे हैं एंड यू नो स्पेस चल रहे हैं. इट्स चिल. यू get your breaks from studies and everyone is still around you. After engineering, I think pressure starts building on you ki you have to do something. When you're out of college, I think there's a lot more pressure on you. Somebody who wants 1 year experience and then going. So let me tell you, people with 2 years of experience and 1.5 years of experience are doing great in my college. Sorry, there was some problem with the net. How can I finance my MBA, and please tell me about your preparation strategy, how many hours you studied for, some tips on the interview. So this question covers everything, and I'll just start with the first part. Finance, I took a education loan. So if you think that नहीं है उतना मतलब financial condition ऐसी घर पे, so I took a loan. Getting an education loan is really easy. I mean, I was there in the entire process, and it's easy because the interest rates are also, so you will get to know. I don't want to go very deep, you're just in your first year. So tell me about your preparation strategy. See, one or two things that I forgot to mention, I'll cover with the help of this question. While giving mocks, when should one start giving mocks? Astha, I think as soon as you can. If the day that you finish your syllabus, उसके बाद जो भी extra next mock हो, just start giving it. Just start giving it as early as you can. I think time के mocks start in January itself. There are very few mocks January and February around में. The frequency keeps on increasing as you move forward. But yeah, just start giving them as soon as you can. And there are a lot of small things. Just one thing that I remember was when I used to give mock and I used to find a question that's good, I used to take a screenshot of it and keep it. Just you know, when you are giving a mock or any time that you find a question that's very good, you think that you know ये तो मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि ऐसी भी कोई strategy होती है, कोई चीज़ होती है. Just take a screenshot, create a folder in your laptop, keep it there. Prepare a copy, a proper handwritten notes वाली copy for your quant के notes. Keep revising it every day, like every day after you finish your quant course, because इतने फॉर्मूलाज हैं सारे दिमाग में नहीं घुसेंगे, बट जितने बार रिवाइज करोगे यू विल गेट टू लर्न न्यू फॉर्मूलाज. एंड यू नो दिस वाज अ टिप दैट अ सीनियर ऑफ आवर्स गिव टू मी, दैट यू नो जस्ट कीप ऑन रिवाइजिंग दैट कॉपी अगेन एंड अगेन एंड अगेन. सो कीप अ कॉपी, कीप दिस फोल्डर वेयर यू टेक स्क्रीन शॉट्स, एंड यू विल फिगर आउट मोर थिंग्स अपने पाथ पे. यू गिव मॉक्स एंड यू विल रियलाइज कि दिस थिंग वर्क्स फॉर मी, आई विल स्टार्ट डूइंग दिस. जस्ट नो कि सबके लिए सेम नहीं होती हैं स्ट्रैटेजी, सबके लिए अलग होती हैं, बट यू हैव टू फाइंड द राइट वन फॉर यू एज सुन एज यू कैन. एंड मॉक एनालाइज करना इज़ लाइक वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यू गिव अ मॉक फॉर 3 hours, द नेक्स्ट डे जब भी रिजल्ट आ जाए, एनालाइज इट फॉर इवन मोर नंबर ऑफ आवर्स. मॉक एनालिसिस इज अ टाइम दैट्स नेवर वेस्टेड. सो some tips for the interview. So the interview thing I'll come to. I was a person whose GK was so bad so bad that I was depressed. I told a few friends of mine कि मेरा interview लो, and started asking questions, and I realized that I knew nothing. So for my interview prep, I started in December itself after CAT का exam हो गया, FT वगैरह हो गया था. I started little bit of GK, and I was motivated when the result finally got out कि हाँ इतना percentile है. So I thought that I'll you know get some good calls. For that, just न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ना तो स्टार्ट करना ही है, मतलब दैट इज़ तो वन थिंग. बट देन जस्ट ऑल्सो स्टार्ट रिवाइजिंग इंपॉर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट्स ऑफ योर्स. दे टोल्ड मी टू सॉल्व लीनियर ऑप्टिमाइजेशन प्रॉब्लम्स. दे गेव मी पॉइंटर्स के क्वेश्चन इन माई इंटरव्यू. सो दे कैन आस्क यू एनी थिंग, सो यू शुड बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर इट. अपने सब्जेक्ट्स टिप्स पे होने चाहिए, इतना तो पता ही होना चाहिए कि यू डोंट embarrass yourself in front of them, because you don't want yourself to get, they'll keep diving into a topic unless you stop and say that I don't know. But at least you should be able to answer the surface level stuff. So revise your subjects, revise GK, and that's it. GK is so very huge. Just if you have problems in getting sources for GK, you can contact me. I'll directly reply to you. Then abhi to bahut time hai, you are just in your first year. So does having knowledge in about digital marketing help in GDVI rounds of selection in these schools? I did not have knowledge of digital marketing, and I don't think so. Maybe if you put up a certificate, they'll ask you questions. So yeah, they can be impressed by it, but there's no particular answer in yes or no that I can give कि हाँ फर्क पड़ता है कि नहीं. Now I would just wrap it up. A little message to all of you: don't get anxious about CAT, about any exam that you want to give. It's not the end of the world. It's never going to be the end of the world. You will have some other exam waiting for you, if not CAT. And if you supposedly you give CAT and you don't get a good percentile, you have another chance. If that year you don't get percentile, you have another chance next year. So there's always another chance that's waiting for you. So don't get anxious about it. You can reach out to me at any time. I'm not a person who replies very quickly, I'll be very honest, but I will reply you. Especially I think I'm really attached to my college because it gave me the kind of freedom जो शायद दूसरे graduation colleges में ना मिलता. I was sitting at my home almost 50% of the time final year में. So you can always reach out to me. I'll reply late से, but I'll reply. And just start practicing stuff third year के mid से. First year second year वालों just chill out and enjoy and try and improve your CGPA and stuff. Okay, and now I'll have to get back and resume my work. So bye everyone, all the best. एक second, there's one question. How much it creates difficulty to prepare for CAT and maintain CGPA? See, CGPA maintenance, I did it till third year. Third year तक CGPA maintain करो. Final year में don't give, if I can use the word, don't give fucks about anything else. I'm telling you straight away, all the societies and everything that I was in, I left everything and I just studied in final year. सब बंद. CGPA third year तक बना लो किसी भी तरीके से, get it above 8. Okay, and of course there's a lot of difference. And ये क्वेश्चन मेरे भी बहुत ज़्यादा परेशान करते थे, CGPA बनाए कि कैट का पढ़ें. बट एक्चुअली टाइमलाइन डिफरेंट है. जब मेन कैट का प्रेशर वाला जोन आएगा, आपका CGPA में आप तब कुछ कर भी नहीं सकते हो. एंड द लास्ट क्वेश्चन, आई एम ऑल्सो CS बैकग्राउंड, विच कोर सब्जेक्ट्स डू आई नीड टू रिवाइज? DS, algorithms, and then they can ask you anything, just surface level stuff की magnetic storage and all that. मेरे से तो CD ROM DVD ROM में differences पूछने लगे. So there's no limit to that. Okay, so all the best to all of you. Bye.